Welcome to Auroville, Nandita
Thank
Das.
you.
Welcome to Auroville Film Festival, to this section of films on human unity. Thank you so much for sharing your film with us. It was lovely to kind of receive your film, and quite a strong film, short and
Thank you
strong.
so much.
So yeah, welcome to the festival.
Thank you very much. I wish I was there in person. I would have really liked to be there because I haven't been to Auroville in a while, and it's always every year I think that okay, this time I'm going to go, and then as they say, life takes the better of it. And so yeah, I'm very grateful that you've included it in your film festival. Listen to Her was a very is was made on an impulse. You know, usually every film requires so much planning and so many people coming together, and filmmaking is seldom a spontaneous act of expression or creation. But the lockdown, we were all stuck in our homes, and there was a sort of a growing guilt, frustration, and seeing everything that was happening around us. That was also the time when the migrant workers were going back home, and we felt like we owed them not just an apology but a solution, because we hadn't made this city their home, and it was just, and we were safe in our homes, just like I think that was also the tagline: stay home, stay safe. But the irony of stay home, stay safe was also very clear, because domestic violence was on its rise. There were crazy cases coming out, not just in India, from all over the world. Women were suddenly sort of trapped in their homes with their extended family sometimes. Working women were sort of juggling between all the home duties that they were supposed to do, and yet having to do work from home. So all of that was also sort of deeply disturbing. And I couldn't do anything really on the migrant workers thing because we were also having to be at home. So I thought that on an impulse, I wanted to respond to the dual problem: one of domestic violence that many women were facing, and also the overburdening of work. And so one morning, I literally wrote a script, a 7-page short film script. And next morning, we were shooting it. And I didn't even have a tripod for my phone. So we were putting it on books. And I told my cook to press the on button. And then I had another phone which I would put the sound on, and you have to clap so that the sound and the visual is synced. So I would myself say sound and put it, and then I would say camera, and then he would click on, and then I would clap. Then I would look at this. It was just complete madness, actually. And then I reached out to the person who had edited for me both Firak and Manto, and I said, please just do this as a favor. And then somebody for sound, so we all long distance worked on editing and the sound. So yeah, it was but I was so glad that it was, it resonated with a lot of people, especially women. And many women started writing in, asking for helpline. Even though we'd given some generic helpline numbers, people would say, is there a specific number for Pune? Is there a specific number for Chennai? Or is there a specific number for in Haryana? And and then we started collating. So I spoke to various NGOs who are working in the field, and we collated a whole lot of numbers from 17 states, and then I put that on the social media and tried to spread that. So yeah, I mean, we films don't create revolutions, but maybe sometimes they can create a little trigger of thought of how we respond to things, makes us think, feel, empathize.
And a
So
sense of solidarity. I mean, your film was
solidarity, yeah.
that was extremely interesting. That how an idea that you worked upon, you wrote it, you directed it, you also shot it yourself,
I
and you
acted in
produced.
it
You acted in it,
with my
and
son.
so it's and how that kind of became a platform for people to connect with each other and to kind of gain support, and to for that
Yes.
sense of hand holding, that somebody is there and I could reach out. Uh, you know, one can reach
But
out. So
yeah, I mean, you that's how you also connect when you tell stories that are specific and local and situated in a certain context, but have a kind of a universal emotion. So, women across class or space or nationality or whatever could sort of join hands in. I reached out to a few actor friends, like Ali Fazal gave the voice of the husband, and Amrita Subhash and her husband Sandesh Kulkarni did the role of the man and the woman on the phone, and because obviously it was just me and my son and the cook. We were just the three of us locked in the house. So yeah, it was made also in a creative way. But I think, like what you said about the solidarity, the fact is that a lot of women connected with both the women, and they could understand
Yes.
the that the woman who seemed like more privileged, like economically, socially, it seemed more privileged, was also trapped. And there
Yes.
was no judgment that she was trying to save the lower class woman. We have a symbiotic relationship. We are all dependent on each other for help, for solidarity, and that she was just as needy of that interaction that she had, which gave her the courage,
Yes.
to
Yes.
speak up. Anyway, I don't want to reveal too much because you're going to
Yes.
watch and it's just a 7-minute film.
Yeah. Thank
So
you. Thank you so much, Nandita Das. So here we will be
it's on
watching.
YouTube. So if you like it, please spread it and share it with others. Not just women, but I think men need to also see what women go
Yes.
through, and I want to believe that people are largely good people, and sometimes they just don't have the right exposure, or the right conversation hasn't happened.
Right.
So we have to keep working. This is not a fight between men and women, but between those who care and sadly some who don't. And we can try and bridge that with conversation, with films, with writings, with poetry, with art.
Lovely. Lovely. Thank you so much for making this
Thank you,
film,
Richa.
Nandita.